Thank you, thank you. We're here today with Shalin, Haiju, to talk a little bit about SoftChalk, which is an authoring tool. But before we get started with that, let's go ahead and find a little bit about Shalin. Shalin, tell us a little bit about yourself.
I am Shalin Haiju, and I work as an instructional designer at K-State. I was born in Alabama, and I worked in education, teaching at college level for lots and lots of years. And then I made the transition to educational technology about 6 or 7 years ago. Although before that, I spent a lot of years teaching online as well and creating curriculum as a faculty member. But then I made the switch back in January 2006 to be a full-time instructional designer. So I left a tenured position in Washington State.
Excellent, Shalin. Thank you. It sounds like you've had several years of experience in the instructional design area. Let's talk about SoftChalk. What functionalities does it have, and what can it be used for in the classroom setting?
SoftChalk is a multidimensional authoring tool. What it does is it helps you create structured types of digital learning objects or microsites, like small websites that are highly interactive. So you can create about a dozen different types of interactive activities. You can create a sequenced website that has any sort of 2D image. You can integrate 3D imagery. You can integrate text, so all those traditional pieces, but then you can also put in short games. You can do image maps. It just gives you pretty much the full range of options in creating and presenting information.
Outstanding. It sounds quite functional. Are there any additional functionalities that would be beneficial in a classroom setting?
You can also actually track learners who go through a certain learning sequence. If you are part of the SoftChalk cloud. The other big thing about this technology, at least in version 8, is that it enables output into HTML5, which means your contents are highly usable in mobile devices.
Interesting. And as we move to more and more mobile formats, the virtual classrooms, both of those functionalities would be beneficial. Where have you used the tool and seen success?
I've used it in a couple different ways. I guess I've used it in a number of automated training pieces to various courses. So, for example, at K-State, we've got a grievance policy. And so legal counsel and I worked on that to create an automated learning sequence where people who might serve on a grievance committee train for it, learn what the policies involve, and then are verified to have gone through it at the very end.
What about in classroom training? Have you seen it used there and been successful?
I've worked on a couple different articles that are interactive articles. So Brent Anders and I worked, and Dr. Deborah Briggs worked on a game, on a global health game that used SoftChalk as part of the microsites that showcased a lot of slides.
What about opportunities with the tool? Do you have any suggestions on things that can be done to improve the tool?
With every tool, you've got constraints, things it can't do. And I think where people make mistakes are actually at even a more fundamental level, and that's really actually at a pedagogical level. So when you design a learning object, are you focused on accurately conveying what it is you're trying to teach? Or are you reaching out to the learners in a way that connects with them? Are you verifying the learning and heading off any potential negative learning or misconceptions? Because if you miss that piece, it doesn't matter what technology you're actually using, your learning is not necessarily going to happen.
Shalin, thank you so much for your time. I really appreciate it.